Welcome to Tip Tuesday. This is Will 20Man, and today I'm going to take you on a tour of the Studies module. So there's a few key concepts to understand about the Studies module, and the first is that this is based on the MSA 4th edition, and I stress that to make it clear that this is based on a document designed for the Automotive Insurance Group for their manufacturers. So this studies module is for measurement systems on production lines. It is not intended for Cal Labs in any way, shape, or form. And you can see this to begin with by saying we have a part selection here. This part selection is manufactured parts. If you're not manufacturing parts, the studies module is probably not for you. So you can see, we've got information about parts and characteristics. All of this is used automatically by the studies module. So what does that execution of a study then involve? Well, obviously it's going to involve having a manufactured part. It's also going to involve your employees and a gauge or gauge system that is used in measuring the production process. And we've got several types of studies. The first one is a stability study. And what this does is it measures how consistently a gauge performs over time. And so you can see here that we have a report. All of the reports in here are based off of what's defined in the MSA 4th edition. So here you've got your measurements, and these are measurements over time. We also have charts. And again, these charts are the ones specified in the MSA. So here we've got an X bar and R chart, and you've got a timestamp for when that study was performed, and you've got an X bar S chart. I'm not going to go over all of the charts and reports, but the key thing here with the stability study is making sure that as time progresses, you don't lose reliability in your measurement systems, that it performs the same. Linearity studies are a measure of the bias across the reading range of the instrument. So here, if you look at our report, you can see that we've got measurements of 5, 6, and 8. Or 4, 6, and 8. So you can see here, and this linearity and bias check both failed pretty badly for obvious reasons. And again, we've got some charts, and you can see this instrument is just performing awfully. So this is another study, and it's really for helping you to assess, maybe you've got the wrong device, that it doesn't read well on the low end or the high end or something like that. A bias study is similar to a linearity study, except it is focusing in detail against one specific measurement. So here you can see that we've got a central tendency on these measurements. And again, reference value is 6. It's pretty well doing what it's supposed to. The RNR study is possibly the most interesting of these. This one is an analysis of your technicians using the measurement system. So there's two potential problems. One is, does the same technician perform the same over different periods of time? And if you have different technicians using the same equipment, do they all use it the same way to get consistent readings? So here you can see we've got 3 charts. Again, these are defined in the MSA or reports, and then we've also got a whole bunch of different charts for reviewing what your data looks like. Finally, we have attribute studies. These are used for doing go, no-go analysis, such as for plug gauges. And so here you can have a reference value which helps give you further analysis, but it's just, is this a go, is this a no-go? And then so you've got all of your raw data here, and then various cross-tabulation analysis to figure out more information on what's going on and do things seem to be behaving well. All of these reports are defined in the MSA and explained in detail there. One thing you'll notice here is for all of these is we allow you to enter the data directly in here, similar to how you would in the MSA studies. We've also got the ability to print blank forms so that you can print out a form and then go ahead and check off the various information that you have. So that can help you out as well. And so all of these have the ability to print blank forms, so very useful for the RNR study, for example. Because a number of these studies have to collect data over the course of several days or weeks or months, for obvious reasons, you probably don't have people putting information directly in, and especially with the RNR study, the technicians are not supposed to know what they're measuring. So there's a bit of manual work still involved. So what are the strengths of this? Well, it conforms with the MSA 4th edition as published by the AIAG. We have plugged in all of their sample numbers and confirmed that our calculations match. The data is fairly easy to enter. The calculations are automatic, and we have implemented all of the charts and reports from the MSA. The downside is we only assert that it conforms with the MSA. So if you are using Minitab or any other software to try to validate the calculations and you get different results, all we can say is we conform with MSA. We don't claim to conform to anything else. So, if you find that you're getting discrepancies with other software, we need a source of truth. It is generally not going to be useful for Cal Labs, and we do not produce any reports or charts out of the box other than those defined by the MSA, although you can build custom reports if you want to. So that is the studies module, and I hope you find this video useful. Thank you.